Rob Burnham here, Preacher Man RB, and this time we're doing another episode of Comic Book Reviews. This time we're reviewing Generation X, issue number 26. And what happens in this issue, we start off with the new team of the X-Men stranded on this raft. And the reason they're stranded is because they just had a fight with Black Tom Cassidy. And during this fight, it looks like Emma Frost might have died, but we find out later on in the comic that she's actually alive, and she just made it look like she was dead. That way, the fight with Black Tom Cassidy went the way it went and was able to defeat him. But we see the students on the raft trying to save each other because the sun's coming up. And what happens is all of them's just trying to stay alive on this raft. And we see them on the raft, and we see Banshee with Emma Frost, making it look like Emma Frost is dead, but we find out later on the comic that she really isn't. And then we see Banshee trying to track down the kids that are on the raft throughout this comic, and we also get a story of Jubilee, and she is being held by, I can't remember his name. Let's see if I can find his name. Bastion. That's who has captured her. Well, she's being held by Bastion, and Jubilee's having to fight her way out of this and trying to survive. And she gets the weapons of the guards, and one of the guards is actually about to die. And Jubilee stays back behind to save the guard. That way she didn't kill him. And it shows the fight with Jubilee they have with these guards and the mutants on the raft trying to keep each other alive. While they're stranded out there in the sun with no protection from the sun, and they're bickering back and forth, trying to survive. And one of the mutants winds up flying off on her own to try to find help, even though the other ones told her to stay behind, as we see in this panel right here. And she winds up being exhausted and winds up crashing into the ocean. And the rest of the mutants have to go in and save her. And then we see Jubilee, like I said, saving the guy who tried to capture her from dying. That way she wouldn't be a murderer. And let's see. And this is when an old girl comes back and crashes into the ocean, and then Synch goes in and dives in and tries to save her and pulls her back up to the raft. And then we see Banshee trying to find the kids, but the computer can't find them and saying that they're not found. When Banshee knows that they're still alive, he's just not able to pinpoint their location. And this is when Emma shows back up and reveals that she's still alive, and Jubilee is knocked out in the cold after she escapes, and she gets picked up by Bastion at the end of the comic. And that's all that really happened in this comic. If y'all have ever read Generation X issue 26, what did y'all like about it? As always, Rob Burnham, here, Preacher Man RB, signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been an episode of Rachel Comments. See y'all next time.